Talk about anticipated. And talk about patience as well. As the birthday boys about to get their tag team title opportunity, finally cashing in, is Brock and Boston. As we await the arrival of the challengers. So, due to injury, the varsity club, Connor Bolts and Jaden Brooks, had to forfeit the United States tag team titles. So we've had an off-air tournament open to everyone except for Brock and Boston, considering Brock and Boston had won the opportunity to challenge whoever the champion may or may not be here at this event, as the social outcasts making their way to the ring. That, of course, is Little Sweet and the Noid, that are known to us as the as the social outcasts, defeating several other teams in order to get this, folks. And I know it might seem hard to believe, but I'm telling you, these two are serious threats, as we found out from time and time again. I think a lot of people come into these matches with them and quickly dismiss them as being a threat. I urge the twins from originally Salt Lake City, Utah, now residing in Tennessee, to heed well. But then again, Brock and Boston, this is not their first rodeo, folks. They have returned to the Icons for a reason. Now getting older and wiser, trying to see how they work well together as a team. It has been some time, and here they come. And Brock and Boston celebrating, having a good time. Good to see them having in a good mood. Getting a huge opportunity. Brock, again, Boston won the opportunity to challenge whichever champion he chose from any one of our shows. And of course, he could have chosen a singles title if he really wanted to, but no, he chose to challenge for the United States tag team titles with his twin brother, Brock. You might know them from YouTube, social media, and the huge presence they do. And these two young men celebrating their birthday, getting older in there, going to be graduating high school soon. And after tonight, they could very well be United States champions, tag team champions. Of course, staying in their way are the social outcasts. So easier said than done. All right, this bell's rung. Noid's going to start things off with Boston. Face first into the mat goes the Noid. Uh-oh, watch out. Straight right hand. And, ooh, Boston learned how to do a flip off the middle of the rope. Traditionally speaking, it's usually Brock who does a little bit more of the high flying type stuff, but as they're getting older, they obviously want to experiment more. Looks like Brock and Boston have both gotten older and taller. Good to see. Brock's been hitting the gym as Boston's been tagging along. Surely it's paying off. Ooh, because we haven't seen Brock in yet. It's all been Boston thus far. And look how the Noid keeps Boston in the corner of the social outcasts. But that'd take a lot more than a neck breaker to keep the young man down. Of course, the Noid right there in his corner, just fingertips away from Little Sweet, his tag team partner. Uh-oh. And Brock's had about enough. Boston's had enough of that. Catching the Noid with a clothesline in front of the Little Sweet. Didn't look overly worried either, Little Sweet. Look at this, a head scissors by Boston. Noid getting out. Noid Northern Lights suplex. Noid, of course, the Domino's Pizza spokesman from the 80s and the 90s, who used to antagonize and was nightmare-inducing to some, I suppose. Of course, Little Sweet is now the current day version of the Noid, but only he is a spokesman for Dr. Pepper. As the Noid looked like he was going to try to pull Boston into the corner. Boston knows better. He is a veteran at this point. Near the gut now. Wow. And Boston lighting up the Noid with some kicks. It's like Boston was taking some martial arts in his off time. Uh-oh. Well, it might be in Boston's best interest to make a tag, however, get his brother in there. As it's all... Oh, the Noid. Face first into the canvas. Stomping on the arm. And the Noid is going to make the tag to Little Sweet. Boston trying to recover here. Needs to make the tag in the worst way. Ooh, a kick to the head. Boston perhaps playing with possum. Here comes Brock. Brock, traditionally speaking, is a little bit more does a little bit more athletically. More into the fitness world. Both young men like to stay in shape, however, which is admirable on both ends. As Little Sweet, and yes, pinfall submissions, knockouts anywhere in the building. Referee took his time getting out there, though. So again, we don't have the United States Tag Team Champion, so that's what this match here is to determine. Brock and Boston would have had the opportunity against the Varsity Club. Varsity Club, and, oh my goodness, and Brock would have moved. What a move by Brock. Uh-oh. A Little Sweet up. And down. Vicious. Might have just knocked Little Sweet senseless. And he did. And how about that? Happy birthday to Brock and Boston. Of all people, you know, I'll tell you, whenever you have a birthday, traditionally in wrestling, it's very rare that good things happen, but on our show, anything can happen anytime, so there you have it. Your winners and new United States Tag Team Champions on Wednesday nights, folks, are Brock and Boston. The B team is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Quiet. I hear voices.